Welcome to Ed Foodie. Our garden's coming in plentiful with cucumbers. So in the past I've made dill pickles and sweet pickles. Today I'm going to attempt to make some good old-fashioned bread and butter pickles. One of my favorites actually. So let's get started. It's a pretty long process. There are ways you can do some shortcuts and I'll show you that along the way. But let's get started. I'm going to make these, I guess you'd call it the long way. I'm going to put them through a hot water bath. That way I can just store them in the pantry. You can skip that and just store them in a refrigerator. That's good, but it fills up your refrigerator also. And you have to eat them quicker than if you left them, if you did the hot water bath. So I'm starting with 2.5 pounds of cucumbers. Show you this without dropping them. Aren't those beautiful looking? And also, if you notice the cucumber, these are what you call pickling cucumbers. The regular cucumber you get in the store, like the garden varieties with the dark, smooth skin, will not make really good pickles. So look for the pickling cucumbers. And also when you go to the store, make sure they're pretty firm. If they're really soft, they've been in there for a while and they may not make as good of pickles as if you get some really fresh ones. These I just picked in the last couple days. I picked some actually today, so I know these are nice and fresh and they'll be nice and crispy. So just to get started, on every one of these cucumbers, I'm going to cut both ends off. And then a lot of times when I make pickles, I'll just put them through my food processor and they come out more like hamburger chips, hamburger pickles. They're a little bit too thin. I like bread and butter pickles a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna just slice these up manually. And we want them about 1/4 inch thick. You want them, not too thin. Well, like the kind you get at the store. All right, so we'll finish slicing all of these 2.5 pounds. And I think I got 11 or 12 cucumbers here. All right, I've sliced up my cucumbers. And I didn't say this before, but of course, you want them nice and clean. We soak them in water for a couple hours. You don't have to do that, but just we soak them and then we scrub them with a little brush, get them nice and clean, get all the dirt off of it and everything. Okay, so with our cucumbers, I'm going to put in 1/4 cup of, I guess you can call it pickling salt. Just make sure it's non-iodized. So a lot of the normal salt you buy in the store, it'll say iodized. They add iodine to it. What you want is just regular salt. And if you can actually get pickling salt, that would probably be better, but I think it's the same thing. Okay, so we added our salt. Let's mix these up good. So what I also want to do here is I got it was a medium-sized onion, sliced it as thin as I could possibly slice it. And we're going to put that in there as well. That always adds a good flavor, and actually the onions taste good too when you eat it. Okay, now we can continue making sure the salt gets coated on everything. So what I'm going to do now is get like a kitchen towel, pretty thin. And just cover these. Actually you could use a baggie, it would work just as well, because I'm going to put ice on top of this. And you don't want to get the ice all mixed in there, because then it's hard to separate the ice into cucumbers. So you want to get a good couple inches of ice on here. And this is going to, between the ice and the salt, it's going to pull, well, the salt's going to pull a lot of the moisture out of the cucumber. This is going to make it really cold. That both of those two combinations together is going to make the pickles really nice and crispy. All right, so we're going to just take our cucumbers here. We're going to put them in the refrigerator for 4 hours. This is the time-consuming part. And you know, before the 4 hours is up, we can kind of get going on our syrup on our jars and get all that prepared, ready to go. But right now, let's just get these cucumbers nice and cold. While the cucumbers are still in the refrigerator, we can get started a little bit here on the syrup or the juice we're going to use to pack these pickles. We're going to start with 1 1/4 cups of white vinegar. 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. And you want a 5% acidity on these. I don't know if you can get anything else but that, but just to let you know. 2 1/4 cups of white sugar. 1 good long stick of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds, teaspoon of red pepper flakes or crushed red pepper. You know, if you like them real spicy, you could put more in there if you want. 3/4 of a teaspoon of celery seed. I'm just gonna guess at this. 6 whole allspice, and 6 whole cloves. I'm going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. That's what gives it the really nice kind of a yellow flavor or yellow color. I want to wait till we really get ready to heat this up before I put that in. Okay, our jars have been boiling for 10 minutes, so they're sterilized. I've got my canning fluid ready to go here. I'm going to do the last touch here. I'll add in a 1/2 teaspoon of the turmeric. Now what we're going to do is put this on the burner, bring it up to a boil. Make sure that sugar's all well dissolved. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I got my burners on. I'm going to watch this pretty close. As soon as it starts boiling, we're going to pour the pickles in there. I don't want to lose too much of the liquid in evaporation. I've also, on this back burner, I've got my lids. We want them in boiling water when we pull them out to can them so they'll seal well. So now what we can do is get the cucumbers ready to go. So here's my towel with the ice on top. There's still plenty of ice on there, that's good. I will remove the ice. Okay, so this salt, yeah, see all that water? It just pulls the moisture out of it. So what we want to do here is rinse this off real good. Cold water. I'm going to get rid of some of that salt water first. Okay, so we rinse. I'm going to drain these in a colander. Drain, and then we're going to rinse them one more time. There's not, too much salt in there. Okay, you can see my liquid is boiling. Now I'm going to pour my cucumbers and onions right into the liquid. Just stir this around real good. I'm going to get a big slotted spoon. Now here's where the timing all kind of comes together. My lids are ready to go. My jars are ready to go. All we're doing is waiting for this to start to come to a boil. And actually I did decide a slotted spoon I think is going to work better because we're going to scoop out these cucumbers and put them in a jar. So I want to make sure the spoon will fit into that wide mouth jar. I'm hoping to get 4 or 5 pints out of this. I'm going to pull the jars out of here so they're not going to be like steaming hot. And that's only because I'm doing this the long way where we're going to put these back in that boiling water to make sure they seal. I'm going to pull out a jar, pour the water back into the pot because when we put these back in, we want to make sure that water is going to go over top. All right, our pickles are boiling well. So now I'm just going to turn it down to a simmer just to make sure they're still hot when we put them in. I'll stir them up a little bit, grab it with a glove on mitten. You don't want to fill these up too much with pickles because you want to make sure there's enough room for the liquid to cover them. All right, we're back over to the island. Got our hot liquid here. I think I'm going to use a ladle for the rest of these. So now we just take this liquid and fill the jars up. You want to put the liquid to maybe a ½ inch to the top. I just want to push these down as much as I can, get the air, any air bubbles in there out. Really, for the final piece here, this is really important. I probably got, sugary syrup all over these. And you really want to make sure that's off of that rim here so that that seal can seal and get all that air out of there. So I'm going to wipe this off with a paper towel, and then I think we'll go over it with a wet paper towel just to make sure we get all the sticky stuff off of there. Got a hot lid. Screw on the band. Got the burner turned up high on the water bath. We'll drop these back in the pot with the water bath. Let's come over here. We'll put our jars back in here. It looks like we're going to be good. It's going to be at least an inch over the top. So you can see. Now we're going to put the top back on. We're going to wait for this to come back to a boil, and then we're going to time it 15 minutes, and then we'll be done. Okay, our 15 minutes is up. We can turn the burner off, pull out our jars, and just let them sit. I've got a towel over here. Here they are. We're just going to let them sit till they come to room temperature. If you would sit here and listen the whole time, you'll hear each one of them pop, and that means that air pressure is going out and they're sealing, which means they're safe to put in the pantry, not the refrigerator. Now, if they don't pop, you don't have to hear them. You can push on here, and if you hear it go pop, 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 that means it didn't seal. If you push on it and nothing happens, that means all that air is out of there and it has sealed. These should be ready to eat. Probably the best would be 3 to 4 weeks. You could probably open them up a little earlier, but obviously the little bit longer you leave them, the more flavorful they're going to be. So I'll probably open up one in 3 weeks and then we'll try them. Okay, it's been 3 weeks. Let's go ahead and try our bread and butter pickles. Now you're gonna need a can opener to open this because it was sealed in that hot water bath. Oop, hear that? Meant it was a good seal. All right, let's try one of these pickles. Pretty good, I like it. Now here's what I like to do. You can use a cracker. I like these little Melba toast things. A little bit of cheese and a pickle on top. Or you pick a small one here so I can put the whole thing in my mouth. Good, really like them. Fresh, homemade bread and butter pickles from cucumbers from the garden. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Ed Foodie right over there. Thank you for watching. One more thing I wanted to show you. This, I get paid nothing for these things. I really like the Ball canning products. I bought another brand. I don't even know if it was cheaper or not, but it's like new technology or whatever, and those lids just kind of bent in all kinds of different shapes. It looked like they sealed, so I think they're okay, but I like the old traditional old-fashioned way. So I would recommend using Ball products.